Hi everyone, welcome back once again, and today it's a second part of pattern making series for kids. And as we go in future, I will share you the sizes or pattern making tips and tricks for adults as well. But right now we are focusing for kids. So in my previous video I showed you from newborn to 6 months old, and this is going to be for 6 or 7 months old to 1 year. This is a very easy video, and if you follow these little tips, the stitching is going to be very easy for you. So let's get started without wasting any time. In previous video I showed you the A-line pattern making. The reason why we make A-line is because at the age of newborn to 6 months, the kids don't sit or crawl or do anything. They're either on parents or family members laps or is sleeping most of the time. So it's hard if you make side slits or things like that. It's hard to handle because the kid is really small, and the reason what we sew is because first either we don't find the sizes or in traditional dresses or some fancy dresses if we want to wear on a specific occasion, and moms and aunts or whoever is stitching for the loved ones, they feel so good if a kid or someone's wearing their handmade clothing. So in this video I will share you the top or the kurti with the slits, how you can draft the pattern for that. So this in previous video, as I told you, it was for A-line, but in this one we are doing for kurti. So the length first we will take is 17 inches. This is good length for 15 to 17 inches depending on the length of your size, like the height of your kid. If your kid is little bit taller, then definitely you have to take extra. So I'm taking 17 inches. Again, this measurement is for kurti, but if you are making frock, we will change the size, as I will tell you in future how to use the same pattern for other styles. So you from 6 months to 12 months, the length would be 15 to 17 inches, again depending on the length of your child. Now the shoulder are the shoulders are going to be 4.5 inches, and the length of armhole is going to be 4.5 inches again. Mark those lines and join them together. After that we will mark for the chest. Again, chest is very depending on the health of the child. If your child is skinny and smart, then take 5.5 to 6 inches. If your child is chubby and healthy like my daughter, take 6.5 inches or maybe 6.25 inches, again depending on the health of the child. I'm telling you the standard one. My daughter is tall and chubby, so I take extra length. Like for example, the length I take is 19 inches, 18 inches. Alright, and the chest I take is 6.5 inches. So after that we will mark for the waist, and from the top you have to take 8 inches, and this is where we will mark for the waistline. Usually kids don't have the waist or chest, they all are same, but if you want to add a little bit of style, then mark 5.5 inches, otherwise 6 inches is fine. Now we have to mark for the hip line. Hips are a little bit more than the chest or waist. The reason, they wear diapers and you need extra space for it, so it would be easy it will allow them to have some room. All right, so whatever I draw the line, this is where my length ends, and from the bottom to upwards I mark 4 inches, and this is where I will open the slits. If you don't want to open the slits, then that's okay, you can just go ahead and continue the line, don't open up the slits. But here I am marking 7 inches or 6.5 inches. Again, kurti is straight. If you're making a straight kurti, then don't add too much at the end for the daman or the slits. The reason is it will lose the shape, the kurti will lose the shape. Still you need some room, I understand, but if you do if you lose too much, it would create a line. Or if you want to have a smart or a straight kurti, then I would suggest you to don't add too much um, uh, too much don't add extra inches. I'm really sorry my camera stopped working, so I just wanted to mention a few things here. This pattern is for the front side. I'll just mark it here, and then I mention what is the folded side. Also, I added 1 inches of the seam allowance, and I added 1 inch for the hemming. So in my previous video I showed you how to create a pattern without the seams. If you It's okay to take extra fabric rather than having less fabric, because if you are less with the fabric on kurti, it's your style is totally changed. You can definitely work with it, but the style will be changed. Now I will show you how to create for the back. We will do the same thing except leaving half an inch of from the folded side. We will leave half an inch there. If you are making a button strip, then you have to leave extra, which I will show you when I will start cutting. But for the zipper, we will be taking half an inch, and we will draw the same pattern and we will cut it basically. Now zippers are sometimes 9 inches, sometimes 7 inches. Now it's up to you how long you want your zipper to be installed. If you have smaller zippers, then you have to mark on your pattern that you are going to add a smaller zipper, or you can add this measurement when you are going to you're going to mark on the fabric. Then you can leave this much amount on the fabric directly. This is a very easy way to get the patterns ready. Just put the labels on it. If you sew a lot, I sew very much, I sew a lot, and I just mark them that this pattern belongs to what age, or name of my client or something like that. If my client is regular, then yes, I put the name on it, and that's about it. All you have to do, put this pattern on top of fabric, cut 6 or 7 pieces in one day. Doesn't matter what style you want to sew. You can sew all kind of design with this same pattern. All you have to do is work with it, and I will tell you in future how to use this pattern on different things, different styles. And thank you so much for staying with me. Hopefully you have some helpful tips with this video. Take care, you all. Bye now.